Ladies, I am here tonight on the And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing tonight? We are gonna do a NFL recap. We're gonna recap about 2 to 3 games, maybe go through everything real quick. Try to make this as short as possible. Last night was like 15, 20 minutes. We're trying to make these shorter. All right, let's go. Let me. I'm gonna focus on the first game I want to focus on is Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Indianapolis Colts. This was probably the best game advertised for the first games. The 12 o'clock games. And it was as good as advertised. 38-31. Tampa Bay wins it. I had to go back and forth because my Eagles were also playing at the same time, which is the Giants. But I did saw the ending of it. I predicted. But Leonard Fournette won it with a Leonard Fournette wins it with a touchdown there at the end. And then like I predicted, Carson Wentz loses it with the interception there at the end, and that was basically the ball game, 38-31. But the Colts led. I mean, they had a 10-point lead in the second quarter, 17-7. The Colts played a good football, and then in the third quarter they had a 24-14 lead. Indianapolis showed up, man. Indianapolis showed up. But the problem was that instead of Jonathan Taylor having the big game, it was I think Jonathan Taylor leads the league in rushing, but I think tonight Leonard Fournette ended up leading the league in rushing with 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. He ended up doing what everybody expected Jonathan Taylor to do, as he ran for 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. He got the game-winning touchdown there at the end, the 28-yard, I believe, to win the damn game. So Leonard Fournette was fantastic tonight. Tom Brady, he does his thing. He's the cow. 34 throws, completes 25 of them, 226 yards, 1 touch. He did have 1 interception. But pretty damn good game for Tom Brady as always. Completed 25 out of 34 passes. Like I said, they ran for 142. Ronald Jones had 37. Obviously, Leonard Fournette had a monster game with 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then Robert Gronkowski, I believe, the first came back since that rib injury all the way back in week 3 versus the Rams. Pretty damn good game. 7 catches, 123 yards, pretty damn good game. And also Leonard Fournette also helped him with the passing game. 7 catches, 31 yards. Leonard Fournette ended up with 4 touchdowns in this game. 3 on the ground and 1 on the air. Great game for Leonard Fournette. Like I said, he was the MVP. Overall, he had 131 yards and 4 touchdowns. Jesus Christ, man. Leonard Fournette was fantastic tonight. Chris Godwin, 4 catches, 24 yards. Mike Evans, 3 catches, 16 yards. But yeah, man, Leonard Fournette was the star of the night tonight for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jesus Christ. For the Colts, our little friend Carson Wentz, like always, turning the football over. He had 3 turnovers tonight. He had 2 interceptions. The game-ending interception in the fourth quarter, and he also had a fumble. Terrible game for Carson Wentz. He didn't play terrible, but again, he turns the ball over too much. Too many boneheaded plays by Mr. Carson Wentz. He did throw for 306 yards, 3 touchdowns. You take the good and the bad with Carson Wentz. He plays like a damn rookie. He's in what is he, year 7, year 6, and he plays like a damn rookie. It's so painful to watch. And I'll give him credit. It's his first year with a new team. Now, but remember, a lot of the system is what he ran back in 2016 and 2017 with Frank Reich as the offensive coordinator in Philadelphia. So he should have some familiarity with the system. But yeah, he gets good in the bad. He threw 44 times. Again, why the fuck are you running so damn much? Especially when at times you fucking had a 10-run lead. I bet you battled on a 10-point lead. I believe you had a 17-7 lead in the first half. You had another 24-14 lead in the second half. Why the hell do you run the damn ball? You arguably have the best running back in football right now in Jonathan Taylor, especially now with Derrick Henry out. But only run the damn football. Why are you throwing it 44 times when you're leading at times by 10 points? I'm scratching my ass. I don't even have hand weights, ladies and gentlemen. I really am. 44 throws to just 20 carries. 107 yards. Leonard Fournette ran 100 by himself. You got to feed Jonathan Taylor 16 carries, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. You gotta give him the ball 25 times, not just 16, 25, 20 to 25 times. Leonard Fournette should have ran the football tonight. I beg you pardon. Jonathan Taylor should have ran the football 20 to 25 times tonight. Terrible, man. They basically only ran the football 17 times because the other 3 was Carson Wentz on quarterback draw. So just terrible, man. I don't know why Frank Reich. Jesus, run the damn football, you moron. Jack Doyle led the way with 6 catches, 81 yards, a touchdown. Michael Pittman, 4 catches, 53 yards. T.Y. Hilton, 4 catches, 28 yards, 1 touchdown. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't get the philosophy of Frank Reich. You have arguably the best running back now with Derrick Henry being hurt, and you only give it 16. I don't get it. I scratch my ass. 38-31. Carson Wentz loses the game at the end with the interception. Leonard Fournette wins it. Whatever. The next game I'm going to focus on is the Rams and the Packers. Now, my friends were at these games. I feel sorry for my friend. His team lost. Caught that L. Get the pork and beans. But yeah, look. To me, the difference in this game is a quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, they're not turning the ball over. And then another one in Matthew Stafford turned the ball over. That's the difference in this game. Matthew Stafford had an interception. He also had a fumble. He almost threw a pick 6 there at the end. I don't know what's going on with Matthew Stafford. I don't know if I remember he played Detroit and he shook the hands after the game. I don't know if he got the Detroit back in him. I don't know what has happened, but Matthew Stafford, ever since he played that Detroit game, I think he's like fucking only won. I think in his last 4 games, he's like fucking 1-3. I don't know if when he shook those Detroit players' hands after the game, something bad happened to him. Bad luck. Jesus Christ, man. Matthew Stafford tonight, 30 throws, completes 20 of them, 302 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 fumble. At times we're down by 20 points. Just terrible, man. You know, Sony Michel, he doesn't really do much. 3 runs, 14 yards, 0 touchdowns. Henderson, 16 touches, 55 yards, 0 touchdown as well. As a team, they only ran for 68 yards. Cooper Kupp, 7 catches, 96 yards, no touchdowns. Beckham, 5 catches, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. At least Beckham got a touchdown. Van Jefferson, 3 catches, 93 yards. But yeah, at least they got Beckham going a little bit. But they did a good job because Cooper Kupp usually averages like 10 to 11 catches. He only had 7 tonight and no touchdowns. So I thought the Packers defense did a good job of containing Cooper Kupp, where they really did. But yeah, let's look at the Packers highlights real quick. 45 throws for Rodgers, completes 28 of them, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That was the biggest difference to me. I thought Matthew Stafford was turning the ball over. Rodgers did not turn the ball over at all. 92 yards rushing. A.J. Dillon was a monster tonight, 69 yards. Aaron Jones, I was a little bit surprised he played, but he did play. He was kind of limited, only 10 carries, 23 yards, whatever. Davonte Adams, who it just seems like Ramsey can't guard this guy. It seems like that one guy Jalen Ramsey struggles with. I remember back in the day, Darrelle Revis used to shut down everybody except Randy Moss. And it seems like Davonte Adams is pretty much that to Ramsey. He just can't take on him. 8 catches, 104 yards, 0 touchdown. He had that big one for 43 yards where he pretty much kind of burned Jalen Ramsey. Randall Cobb, he played a good game. Although he had that fumble, he played a good game. 4 catches, 95 yards, 1 touchdown. He had that 1 fumble, though. Valdez Standrick, 4 catches, 50 yards. A.J. Dillon, 5 catches, 21 yards, 1 touchdown. Aaron Lazard, 2 catches, whatever. But yeah, Randall Cobb had a good game. Other than that 1 fumble, I guess. Davonte Adams had a great game. And like I said, the biggest difference in this ball game was one quarterback took care of the football, the other one didn't. To me, that was one of the biggest differences in this ball game, man. And the Packers at times like at times they were smashing them. Like it was not looking good. It was like fucking 20-point lead. I think it was at one point it was 20-10, and another point it was like 30-17, then 36-17. Like at times the Packers are smashing them. The end score was 36-28. The Rams fell to get the onside kick and they lost the game. But at times they were whooping them by about 21 points, and it was not looking good for the Rams. Sean McVay was going off on the sideline. He was throwing a tantrum. He's getting frustrated with Matthew Stafford. I think he's starting to realize Matthew Stafford might not be about shit, but simply full of shit. But Sean McVay, I feel sorry for the guy. Like, he looked like he was about to, at times, like, just snap out there, wanted to break his fucking playbook. He looked frustrated at Sean McVay. I don't know. With Matthew Stafford, apparently he's got an ankle injury, a shoulder injury, and a back injury. We'll see what the hell happens with Matthew Stafford, but he has fallen apart ever since the calendar turned to November. We'll see what the future holds for Matthew Stafford. This game, the final game I'm going to cover tonight, 16-10, Baltimore versus Cleveland. What the fuck was this? Do the quarterbacks realize that you have to throw the football to your teammate? Are they colorblind? Jesus Christ. Turnover after turnover after turnover. I'm scratching my ass. I don't even have any handroids. What the hell happened tonight? How many fumbles did we have in this game? Jesus Christ, man. Only 2 fumbles. Baker Mayfield had 1 fumble. Jarvis Landry had another fumble. Jarvis Landry was playing the quarterback position, and he just stood there, and then he just got strip sack fumble, like pendejo face. And Baker Mayfield had another fumble. I think Lamar Jackson had like fucking 4 interceptions. Lamar Jackson was terrible tonight. I think he's colorblind. I don't know how the fuck they won this game. This was bad look for Cleveland. Lamar Jackson threw 4 interceptions and only 165 yards thrown on the air, and you still lost. You're Cleveland. Terrible pendejo. Kevin Stefanski, I don't know what the hell this dude is thinking. Okay, again, back to Indianapolis. Kevin Stefanski and Frank Reich, do you not realize you have a top 5 offensive line? Why the fuck are you not running the damn football? You got Kareem Hunt and you got Nick Chubb, and you only ran the ball 15 times. Again, it says 17 here on the stats, but two of them were quarterback draws by Baker Mayfield. So technically, you only ran the football 15 times for 40 yards. I beg you pardon. I don't understand. You basically got a broken quarterback. He's got a ligament in his shoulder that's broken. He's got an ankle injury. He's got a nut injury. He's got a hand injury. He's basically fucking taped up. Like, they're trying to keep him together. And you have him throw 37 times to just fucking throwing it 15 times? Again, very good running backs, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, a top 5 offensive line, a Baltimore defense who has shown they're not that great. What is going on, man? Kevin Stefanski and Frank Reich, terrible game planning tonight. You have a top offensive line. You have a very good running backs. You have questionable quarterbacks who turn the ball over in Carson Wentz and Baker Mayfield. What are you doing, man? I don't understand the philosophy of these coaches sometimes. Baker Mayfield, 37 throws, completes 18 of them, 247 yards, 1 touchdown. At least he has 0 interceptions, I guess. But yeah, terrible, man. What? It's not even Baker Mayfield. I mean, Baker Mayfield, he kind of sucks. But also, like, help him out. Like, run the damn ball. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. I really don't. Kareem Hunt, 20 yards, 0 touchdowns. Nick Chubb, 16 yards, 0 touchdowns. I don't get it. I'm scratching my ass. I don't even have any androids. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I feel like a pendejo right now. Am I a school teacher? I need help. Explain to me why the fuck these coaches don't run the damn football when they have a fucking top 5 offensive line. I beg your pardon. Jesus Christ, man. Landry, 6 catches, 111 yards. Joku, 3 catches, 35 yards, 1 touchdown. Nick Chubb, 2 catches, 23 yards, whatever. I don't know, man. Kareem Hunt, 0 catch. I don't understand why the fuck these teams do not run the football. Like, you have top 5 offensive lines. You have top tier running backs. You have quarterbacks that are known for throwing interceptions, and Carson Wentz and Baker Mayfield. I don't get it. But Lamar Jackson basically handed you the game. He kept throwing interception after interception after interception. But you didn't want to run the ball. You wanted to play with your broken quarterback, who's basically broken. It's basically almost like trying to keep tape up together. All right. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, obviously Chicago beats Detroit. Las Vegas beats Dallas. Buffalo beats the Saints. The Giants beat the Eagles. The Cincinnati beats Pittsburgh. Miami's starting to play better football. They beat Carolina. New England beats the hell out of Tennessee, but Tennessee's pretty much playing with their second stringers. Outside of Ryan Tannehill, everybody's hurt on that team. A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, so whatever. But Patriots are playing great football, 36-13, they win. Falcons, 21-14 over Jacksonville. The Jets, surprisingly, I think Zach Wilson got hurt again, though. 21-14 versus Houston. Denver, surprisingly, 28-13 versus Denver. San Francisco, 34-26 over Minnesota. San Francisco also playing great football lately. But yeah, as far as Cleveland and Indianapolis go, like, I don't understand what the hell they're thinking. And I'm out like a light.